Let's have a look at these potentially random scraps you might have lying around your workspace. Petals that are left over from a pack, the larger size petals. You might have some smaller size petals. You might have a couple of gorgeous coloured petals that have been sent to you as samples, and other coloured smaller petals, a spare round dot, a little bit of mirror, half a round dot that you may have cut for something else, and thinking, you know, gee, what can I possibly do with these, and just never get an opportunity to make something out of them. Okay, let's make this gorgeous orchid. I've decided to have the centerpiece as that little spare bit of mirror. I have one lovely bright yellow, or well, it's more of a pumpkin yellow, that has no particular shading on it at all. I have two petals that have got shades of white and orange and pumpkin yellow, which will be great as the side petals. Then I'll use red for its highlight little whiskers on the side. This one has got lots of lovely gorgeous little lines across it, which can be the highlight one at the bottom here. And two just ordinary old pumpkin yellow ones. So let's see how we do this one. So step one is to grab all your big petals and just chop off this little end bit here. So this way we can make a circle, a nice little circle around that piece of mirror. So we still want to be focused on our grout lines and all of those good things that we always do. So now we can place that. I didn't straighten that up enough. Put him in the center. Put the two pretty ones on the side here, and making sure that we've got good grout lines and good shape. Now we'll use this lovely bit of red, which we'll just cut in half. Super easy. So straight down the middle. Don't worry if they're a bit odd, you can just shape this one off. So what I'll do with these end bits here is cut them at an angle that makes them part of the circle. You can see this one's a bit pointy, so it's not going to be a good part of the circle. So this one just needs a bit of a straighten. Here we go. And then this one here needs a lot of a straighten. It's quite out of whack. Doesn't matter. And I'm going to make it a bit pointier as well. Oops. A bit more on that. There we've got its pretty little whiskers on the side. Now we want to put this centerpiece in, and we can measure it using our lovely little circle, so which will give it a terrific shape. And it's great if you can remember how much to cut off. I never can, and I always cut in the wrong spot. So just a bit of a guideline there, and nip that little bit off. Pop your circle back. Now with this slight curve, I'm going to bring in my wheel nipper like that and just angle it ever so slightly. See how I've angled it? And we could be lucky enough to get that to curve. So take the top bit off first and just slowly creep up on that curve. And you get a nice gentle curve. Check that out. How cool is that? Then that can be underneath your lovely circle, as orchids do. They have their little bits. And now we can just chop off and shape those points off for the other two. And of course, if you've got stained glass, you can cut these out yourself. You don't have to have scrap petals, you can just make your own. And there we have a pretty stunning looking orchid.